Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Happy Friday to you. That rain done moved out, and hopefully it took some pollen with it too. Welcome to the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, and Ryan Fuller's in there, all ready for a Friday show that has been pre-recorded. I'll just go ahead and let you know that. Reverend Dick Stark, big old good Friday morning to you, brother.
It's so good to be with you again for this final Front Porch of the week.
Well,
it's always sad to see these end.
Well, but aren't the memories great?
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
You know, you and I have talked about it. We still gotta just sit down when you don't have to do the thought for the day. When we don't have enough time, just sit down and have a conversation. We have got to do that real soon.
Well, you know, we need to meet up maybe down at Starbucks and just sit down and have a cup of coffee and chat and just enjoy what God's doing in our city.
Well, what time do they close? Would have to have probably a time limit.
You know, I really don't know. Sandra and I generally go down there on Monday mornings. She doesn't have to teach on Monday mornings, and we go down there and we spend an hour or so down there and get us a breakfast sandwich and a cup of coffee and just sit down there and enjoy the atmosphere and watch the people come and go and meet a bunch of good folks down there.
Well, I know y'all been doing that at different places for years, and that's just good. You know, that way you can find out a lot about what's going on in the city from, you know, running in different folks.
Yeah, you can. And, you know, Kenny, the thing is as you tend to get older, the walls tend to close in around you.
Oh, yep.
And you have to push to get yourself motivated to get out and go and do things. So, that's worked out really good for us.
Well, y'all just keep on getting out there. And again, thank you for taking your time. I know you have a busy schedule, but thank you for taking your time to do the Front Porch Thought for the day. And of course, this is Palm Sunday, this coming Sunday, and I know Faith Temple, the doors will be open at 10:30 there, correct?
Yes, they will, and we will have our regular service this coming Sunday. But next Sunday, Kenny, I want to mention again to our listeners that we will be having our special Easter service, and it will be a musical presentation. We're presenting an Easter cantata that is called. Let's see, what is the name of that thing again? The tomb is empty now. That's it.
Wow.
One of those senior moments got a hold of me. You know what that's called? We call it sometimers.
I'm with you 100% there, buddy.
Yeah, the tomb is empty now, and it's great musical. Got great solos, and we have got wonderful soloists in the church. Kathy and Frank Carpenter and Alton Johnson and Forrest Forbes and Julie Haynes are all doing solos in this musical. And Sandra and I were just talking this morning about what beautiful voices they have. They have done a great job with that. So
well, I'm glad.
we're really looking forward to it, and we want to invite the community out that Sunday.
Well, thank you for the invitation, and I know it'll be a packed house, and again, thank you for the doing the whole week thought for the day, and we'll turn it over to you to wrap us up for the week, sir.
Well, Kenny, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. We've been talking all week about this one verse of Scripture. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. The four works that Jesus came to accomplish on the cross by offering his life as a sacrifice for our sins. And Kenny, this last one is very important, especially to those of us who have gone through sickness or disease of any kind, because it says, by his stripes we are healed. Kenny, you know the two great battles that man faces on this earth are the battles against sin and against sickness. Sin and sickness are his two greatest adversaries on this earth. And Jesus came to pay the price for both of them. He washed us clean with his blood, and with the bread we celebrate the broken body of Jesus. He bore the stripes to heal us, that dual work of atonement, that he saved us from our sins and he healed us of our diseases. And so, Kenny, today, for anybody out there who is struggling with any kind of infirmity, physical infirmity, we pray for Ellen, and we believe we lay claim to this scripture for Ellen and everybody else out there that is maybe struggling with some form of sickness or disease in their physical body. Just lay claim to the promise of Jesus, that he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities, the chastisement of our peace is upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. So I'm claiming that today. I'm claiming it for you. I'm claiming it for your wife. I'm claiming it for myself and my family, for all of those today who are struggling with some form of sickness. Just put your trust in Christ and believe what his word says about what he has promised to do. I hope you have a great weekend this weekend, and we pray that all of our listeners will be in the house of the Lord this coming Sunday.
Reverend Dick Stark, thank you so much for being with us again all week. Thank you for what you and Sandra and your family has done and what you've meant to this community for so many years. And yes, we will do this real soon. Sit down, have a conversation, and it's going to be we better set aside some time, because it ain't going to be over with quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll block out a little block of time here.
All right, my
friend.
Have
a wonderful day, man, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Reverend. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Yes, sir, bye-bye. Who loves you, Dolores? Dolores Russo, happy birthday to you this weekend. Hope it's one of the best birthdays you ever have. Can't wait to see you real soon and give you a big old hug, whether it's your birthday or not. I've always thought the world. I knew I had me a friend when I sat down with her many years ago to have some fried rabbit. Kennedy, you want to have some fried rabbit with me? Come on out here and have some fried rabbit with me. Who loves you, baby? OKD does. Our guest today, Dolores Russo, one of them, Judge Tal East, and he's going to be talking about something that came up a while back, a star on your tag that will get you into government buildings and flights. Now, I was looking at this because I'm not really familiar with it, but And he said, I'm not really the person to go to, but I'll find out for you. So Probate Judge Tal East, look forward to you being out here at 6:30. Kirsten Robinson with Beyond Home Care will be taking Kelly Adams' place as guest today at 7 o'clock. Then to wrap it up this week, he's been on the show before. Love this guy as a singer. Joshua Michael Woods will be a young man, will be on us to wrap up the show today. Let's talk about the weather right now. We're starting out at 53. It's going up to 71. Rain's already moved out from last night. Hopefully the pollen has moved out with it. Tonight's another pleasant night, partly cloudy and 47. Going into the weekend, tomorrow's still a beautiful day, 69, 42, and sun. A little bit warmer on Sunday, 76 and 53. And it's going to warm up a whole bunch first part of the week, 86 and 61. Really 75, 77 Tuesday and Wednesday, 48 and 52. So still got some cool nights. So that kind of has to play in with your gardens. The water or the ground still a little cool. I always like to throw this in when I say cool. The Yerke family at Alex City Marine. They are ready for you to come on by. Maybe ready for you to get your boat out of being winterized and get it out and get it in Lake Martin. It's about full right now. Alex City Marine, Cherokee Road. Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce. Going into a brand new weekend. A lot going on in the Dadeville area. I know they got the plant going on at the Pennington Park tomorrow, and that's just one of the things going on. Now, if you want to be a part of what's going on, join the Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce today.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you got to get to the all-new Stillwaters Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round and cart weekly, and an amazing $45 for weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse, options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-825-1353 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwaters Country Club, open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Get ready for the James Gang Carnival coming April 15th through the 19th at the Charles E. Bailey Sportplex. Family nights, Tuesday and Thursday nights. Special discounts and deals for the whole family. What to expect? Exciting rides for all ages, fun games, and fantastic prizes. Mouth-watering carnival treats, cotton candy, funnel cakes. Come out for a fun-filled week and experience all the magic of the carnival. That's April 15th through the 19th.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen-to-home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Let's come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Not everyone can be an original, but when it comes to your residential and commercial plumbing needs, depend on the Lake's original plumbing company, Lake Plumbing. Since 1990, Lake Plumbing has served the Lake Martin, Alex City, Dadeville, and eclectic areas with professional plumbing services. And Lake Plumbing is now offering the industry's best in-home water filtration units from the industry's best water filters, Pentair. Call 334-301-3328 today and trust the region's original plumbers, Lake Plumbing. 334-301-3328.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449. And welcome back to the Front Porch on a Friday morning. We've got several announcements that will be happening this weekend. Tomorrow, you heard the weather. It's going to be a gorgeous day to get out, and especially this is the second Saturday, cleanup. And it pays to clean up. It's part of Main Street and Lake Martin Resource Association. You can gather your crew for a chance to win. Team must be a nonprofit organization to win. First place to pick up trash, $500. Second's $300, and third is $200. It's 8:30 to 10:30 at Strand Park in downtown Alex City. Earn points for every member on your crew and for every bag of trash collected. So that's something that's changed over the years. Don't forget about the Easter giveaway. Every purchase you make at Cloud9, put your name in a drawing to win this Easter basket. Shop in store or online. And tell Amanda Sullivan we sent you. Tomorrow is a big day over in Lafayette. The 29th annual Lafayette Day, 9 a.m. Central Time to 3 o'clock. I think we'll have, of course, a antique car auction, crafts, booze, fun, food. And they shut down downtown Dadeville, of course, raising money for Working Hands in Hand for Valley Haven, which is in the Valley. So, Mr. Brown, Mr. Craig Brown, I hope y'all have a great turnout for that. You want to go fishing tomorrow? Well, Fish for First, F-E-R-S-T. It's a rating organization. 7th annual bass tournament. That's tomorrow at Wind Creek State Park. So get signed up for that. It's not too late. Not too late for this. First annual tax break sporting clay shoot on the Lower Wetumpka Shotgun Road. Join the Central Baptist Association as this is a fundraiser for the Summer Mission opportunities. Summer Mission opportunities. My buddy Matthew Reams is heading that up. Reverend Matthew Reams. First Baptist Church in Dadeville, don't forget about this coming Saturday, Palm Sunday, and they're having backed by popular demand, the Ram Corps from the University of Mobile. They'll be the special guest in worship this coming Palm Sunday, April 13th. The members of Duncan Memorial Methodist Church request your presence this Sunday at 11 o'clock. Luncheon and egg hunt will follow the service. Hop downtown, Easter egg hunt, and that's going to be going on Monday through the 18th, the 14th through the 18th. And this is a downtown Alexander City event. Each day, Main Street will hide 100 eggs in and out of participating businesses downtown Alexander City. Also tomorrow, the 2nd annual Autism Awareness Fun Day. I know Belinka Boyd in Ireland, her daughter, were out here just the other day talking about this. It will be going on at the Dadeville High School track in Dadeville, Alabama. Easter Sunday, of course, breakfast at 9:15 to 9:15. You got an 8 o'clock service and 10 o'clock service. I'm talking about the First Baptist Church in downtown Dadeville, Alabama. Also tomorrow, I know we've talked about this, excuse me, several times. I know Kathy Loftus and Jennifer Gregory are on this week to talk about plants in the park in downtown Dadeville. They're hopping this weekend. They didn't have anything to do with Easter eggs or Easter hopping. Arbor Day celebration tomorrow, Pennington Park. Plant vendors, plant demonstrations, tree giveaway. Let me tell you about the free stuff. It's free. It's from 9 to 3. But you cannot get anything. They will not be giving anything away free until 9 o'clock. So if you get there at 8 o'clock and want something free, you have to wait to 9 o'clock. So I know Tom Campbell will be speaking tomorrow. Our own Shane Harris will be speaking too. So that's going to be a big day. Arbor Day celebration. Let's say it goes a while back. Let's see what this. Hold on. Let me see what we'll find out together. Okay, I'll put this over here on that throwaway stack. Put that over here in the throwaway stack. I'm gonna hold on to this right here. Hey, this is something. I know we've had some terrible weather in the last month or so, and you can get I know you can't tell a whole lot about this, but it's a map of our great state, the state of Alabama. Now it's got all 67 counties. So when there's when it's bad weather, it's coming over in West Alabama, Pickens under a tornado warning right now. I'm not. It's really not. I'm just saying you can use this, and then the next here goes Tuscaloosa. It's coming this way. Shelby, Talladega, and then it dips on down into Tallapoosa, and you can follow it right here with your own map. So get you a map and hold on to it. I know hummingbirds they humming around right now, and you got to get your hummingbird feeders out. But to clean the feeders with lemon juice, soap residue is harmful. So don't use that. But lemon juice, yep, and vinegar are not vinegar. Lemon juice and vinegar. Well, that dead blame vinegar, it just fixes everything. No, it's not this weekend. No, that's already had bingo. That was last night. Oh, that meeting was yesterday. Oh, that meeting's gonna be in a while back. We're gonna get something in here. Here's something. Lake Martin Civitan, they're holding their annual Vidalia fundraiser, Vidalia Onion fundraiser. That will be going on now through the 16th of April. Onions will be delivered around May 8th. Get in touch with Audrey Moore she's a Civitan member. And if you want to be a part of a civic group, I would encourage you to get in touch with someone and join the Civitan Club. We'll be right back. Lake Martin Garden Shop, located on Highway 63 in Alexander City. Let me tell you, they got a great selection of pottery and pots, not just pottery, but pots also to put your plants in that you get from Lake Martin Garden Shop. They're open Highway 63 again. Today, 9 to 5. Tomorrow, 9 to 4. They're even open on Sunday, 1 to 4. They're going to do that through Mother's Day. Go by and visit Miss Kay. And you may even find a Phil Blassingame down at Lake Martin Garden Shop where good things grow.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Gorees Furniture.
your expressway to saving.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, located 1881 Goodwater Highway, Sylacauga, Alabama, is one of the fastest growing funeral homes in the area. We are pleased to announce the grand opening of our crematory, an expansion that allows us to offer traditional services as well as cremations starting at $8.99, serving Talladega, Coosa, Clay, Tallapoosa, Elmore, and the surrounding region. That's Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, 256-245-1454.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South. Turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activities Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
Town and Country Cleaners. My old buddy Emerson Ware says, come on by. And you got to remember, a lot of folks may not know this, but Reverend Emerson Ware has been in this business for a long time. Now he's a part of, or has the Town and Country Cleaners there on Cherokee Road. It's under new management with over 2 decades of experience in laundry and dry cleaning. Open today. They'll be open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Specials Monday through Wednesday. Just ask the cashier about the specials. And their motto, we aim to please. And that's pleasing for me to just to tell you that. Not every day do we have a special guest that just got back from Rome, Italy, to visit the Pope over there and got his instruction from the Pope Francis over there. But Tal East.
Good morning. And I didn't get to meet the Pope, but I did get to see his house.
What, really?
I walked through the Jubilee doors at St. Peter's Basilica, saw the Pieta that was carved by Michelangelo of Mary holding the crucified Christ. It was a surreal and amazing experience. So I did a lot of other things too, but we stayed 500 feet from the Vatican Museum. So
what took you there? I mean, what just this is just where you wanted to go?
So me and
bucket list?
So me and some friends a while back started talking about. I mean, like a year or two ago.
Really?
Started talking about and so I started saving money to fly to Rome, spend a couple of days there, and then do a Mediterranean cruise. Well, you know as well as I do, adults with children and trying to juggle schedules, that just fell through. Well, I had already saved the money, so on Christmas Day in December, I booked round trip flights to Rome and booked a hotel, and then booked out an itinerary between now and then. So I got to spend a week in Rome, and it's probably one of the better vacations. That wasn't, a large family gathering, but just an actual vacation that I've taken in my whole life. It was a great experience.
Was that a bucket list thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love to travel anyway, but yeah, I wanted to go to Rome. I wanted to. I mean, it's just there's so much to see there, so much history. Every step there's something that's 1,000 years old, which is just incomprehensible that something could be 1,000 years old. That something's from 300, 400, 500 AD. That's incomprehensible to because there's nothing around here that old, but maybe some pine trees.
What did that do to your soul? What did the feeling? Well,
there are a lot of different things in Rome that are Christian oriented, and so some of that stuff is very moving. So that's if you, to me, some of the heart and souls of people that have been around for a long, long time, who share the same faith that you share, and that's moving, certainly, and can be moving and thought-provoking, and that's a good thing. The Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican Museum, along with the other sites that are older, that are secular or that are...
What was the top thing? What was the top thing you just said, golly, that you really took in?
My favorite thing was... that's tough. So you're not the first person to ask me that.
Sure.
Was probably St. Peter's. There when you walk in these giant doors. When I say those Jubilee doors, I'm not Catholic, but my brother is, and so they're open once every 25 years. They were opened on Christmas Day this past year. They'll be closed on Christmas Day this year.
Really?
And for the next 25 years, nobody else will be able to walk through those doors. So we walk through those doors because they're only open this year, once every 25 years.
Yeah.
Saw the church itself, but in the church there are magnificent artworks all throughout. And like I said, the sculptor of Mary holding the crucified Christ to the right. So it's carved out of one piece of marble, and it's just a amazing.
One piece of marble.
It's an amazing experience. But beyond that, everything else. I mean, going to the Colosseum floor, going through the gladiator gates, different things.
Golly.
Seeing the Michelangelo's David, which is in Florence. We took a train to Florence.
How modern was it?
It's a modern city.
Okay.
The only thing I was struck by is that. And once you get away from the touristy areas, there's just not a ton of people who speak English.
What do they speak?
They speak Italian.
Oh, okay.
So I just expected there to be more English-speaking people than there were. I mean, you're able to communicate, but you're not going to have a lot of conversations with people outside of tourist areas. And they're common, regular people. Most of them, have an understanding of English, but they don't speak English.
Let's talk food.
Okay, food was great, but I tell people all the time, the food was great for European food. We got the best food in the world in the South. Don't be fooled. Don't think you're going to go somewhere else and find better food than you get here. You're not going to. It doesn't exist. We got the best food in the world.
Was it different?
It's a lot different.
For instance?
It's a lot different. So it's just less fatty, more,
Really?
They have a lot of meat, but less fatty and
fried chicken.
Very little fried chicken. I did see one place that had a sign up that said, Rome's best fried chicken. Well, that was the only fried chicken joint I saw there, so it was a short list.
Sweet tea.
Well, there ain't no sweet tea.
Okay.
The only thing they got to drink over there is Coca-Cola, Coke Zero, Orange Fanta.
Orange Fanta?
Orange Fanta.
Really?
Peach tea, wine.
You say peach tea?
Like unsweetened peach flavored peach flavored tea, and wine, and that's about all. And that's about your choices. Water. But you don't get tap water. You gotta buy it. You gotta buy it. But that's it. You want a Diet Coke, you're not gonna find it. You want a Dr. Pepper, you're not gonna find it. When I say those things, I mean Coke Zero, Sprite, Orange Fanta. That's it. If you don't like those, you better carry it with you.
What was the weather like?
Never got higher than 72 and never got lower than 58 and didn't rain a drop.
Really?
No humidity.
Is that pretty much the
norm?
norm?
This time of year is not the touristy time of Rome, and I looked into this. Gets a little further past Easter, and so you save a little money by booking earlier, the earlier in the year you book. But this time of year, it's kind of a rainy time of year, so you kind of take a chance. The weather's going to be, it's similar to our weather.
Right.
Right now, you know, it could be cold out, it could be 70, right? It could rain, it could not. And their weather is very similar to ours. They're on a similar, think about it, they're on a similar parallel to us. They have humid summers, they're hot during the summer, and so it's kind of a riskier time of year. When we left, the temperature was supposed to drop to highs in the 50s and rain all the time. We just hit it nail on the head.
I tell you what they don't have. They don't have an EMA director named Jason Moran.
They don't. They don't. And they probably have a Luigi Moran.
When I called you, somebody had asked me about this, and I was not familiar with it at all. There's a star on the tag, and what is that? Your Tallapoosa County tag they're talking about?
Star on the ID? I thought you were talking about the Star ID.
Star ID, yeah.
I was going to say there are gold star car tags for people who've lost somebody in the war and whatnot. Okay. But no, Star ID. So I want to clear. There's a couple things I want to clear up. I mentioned this last time I was out here, but the deadline's approaching, so we're getting a lot of phone calls about it, just like you are. So first thing I want to mention is that the Star ID has to be issued by state examiners. It can't be issued by our office. And the way to think about that is we have people in our office who can renew your driver's license. Okay. And so what this is the best way I can explain it to people. You have a driver's license of some sort now. It has certain weight restrictions. Maybe you got a hazmat added to it. Maybe you got a star. Maybe you got a boater, whatever. There are exceptions, but generally speaking, we can't add or take away things from your driver's license. Okay. So if we can renew whatever you have. So the Star ID, if you have it on there and your driver's license is expiring, we can renew it for you because they've already added.
With Star ID.
The only people who can add the Star are the state examiners. Okay.
So what you told me when I called
They work for ALEA, state examiners. They're in Alexander City at the Coley Annex on Wednesdays. Okay. I can tell you from being there yesterday, they are very busy because a lot of people are trying to get this done before the deadline. So yesterday, line was out the door. They were busy. I know I talked to Steve Forehand. I know you know Steve. He asked me about it. I said, well, Steve, if I was you, I'd make an appointment in Opelika. You can make an online appointment with ALEA. You need to make sure it's with ALEA. And they kind of make it a pain to navigate on their website, but I'll try to get a direct link up on my Facebook page or something. I told Steve I would make an appointment in Opelika. That way I didn't have to wait in line. You can't make an appointment in Alex City. He said, well, I'm going to chance it. He said he got to Alex City at 7:30. The door didn't open till 8. And he said the line was out in the parking lot at 7:30 because that's how many people are trying to get it, and they're only in Alex City, only in Tallapoosa County 1 day a week.
Wow.
So make your appointment in Opelika if you're going to do this. But I just want to make it clear that we can't do it for you in Dadeville. We can't do it for our office. The probate office can't do it ever for you. All we can do is renew it. You've got to see a state examiner. So Alexander City on Wednesdays, Opelika Monday through Friday over there behind the Cracker Barrel is kind of in a shopping center. Okay. And so, it's basically after the 9/11 in the Bush era, they passed this set of standards for state driver's licenses. And the federal government can't tell Alabama or Georgia or Mississippi what can be on a driver's license. What they can do is tell you your driver's license will meet this standard, or you can't get it on an airplane with it, or you can't go into a federal courthouse building with it. That's what it is.
But we go in your courthouse.
A federal courthouse. It's federal.
Okay, so
it's a federal rule.
Going into Tallapoosa County courthouse, no, you don't need that.
We don't need an ID. Okay, all right. So anyway, the can's been kicked down the road for 20 plus years. So we finally, it looks like, maybe next month they'll delay it again. I fully expected them to, just like I've expected them. If they've delayed it for 20 years, what's 21? But anyway, so now the deadline's upon us, and so you have to provide certain proof of who you are to get a little star on your license. Now, there are several different ways to go about that. I just try to distill it down for people to what I know they may or may not have. That way it's easy, okay? Right. You need a Social Security. You need a way to prove your Social Security number. The easiest way is a Social Security card. There are exceptions like a DD-214 and other things. You can look up the exceptions. I'm just going to talk about what most people have. Most people have a Social Security card, okay? The other thing is you need to prove your birth. Birth certificate is the easiest thing for most people. It has to be a certified birth certificate, cannot be a copy. So you need to go to the health department and get you a birth certificate if you've lost yours. Okay? There are exceptions to that, like if you already have a passport, you can use that because you had to provide your birth certificate when you got it and other things. For most people, Social Security card, birth certificate. There's your two. Now you got proofs of who you are.
All right, let me ask you this. If you don't have a Social Security card, if you don't have a original birth certificate, how can you get those?
Well, you would get a Social Security card from the Social Security Administration. You would get a certified birth certificate from the health department.
From the health department, okay.
From the health department.
Okay.
You can go to the local health department and request they have them for you. Now you got to prove where you live, okay? If your driver's license matches the names on those documents that I just told you, driver's license can be used as one proof of address. That's if your address is correct on your driver's license. Another thing would be a utility bill. No, you can't use two utility bills. A utility bill of any kind is one proof of residence. So you can't use a light bill and a water bill.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, right.
Or a water bill and a cable bill. So a utility bill and a driver's license. As long as those addresses match and you got the passport and birth certificate, there is one thing to note about ladies with name changes, but I can talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. Man, it may know we're about to take a break. We'll be right back. Salvation Army, of course, they're located on Highway 280 in Alexander City, and you got so much to offer down there, anywhere from lamps, shade lamps, to and they've got a lot of Easter like baskets and everything that goes into Easter, anywhere from towels to little set-em-arounds, I like to call them. But check it out. If you're looking, and even a rabbit or two at the Salvation Army getting ready for Easter.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors is turning it up with some incredible giveaways. 2 VIP tickets to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival and 2 weekend tickets to the Talladega Race. Don't wait. Enter now at calldixie.com. It's fast, easy, and free. Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors, bringing you comfort and unforgettable memories since 1908.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats. There's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy, heated outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Tallapoosa County probate judge out here with us, Tal East. He's kind of taking us around the world with his travels back to the courthouse of Dadeville, Alabama. This time of the year, people can get their driver's license there.
They can get. You can always get it renewed. Monday through Friday in Dadeville, Tuesday through Friday in Alexander City. Their annex here is closed on Mondays because we have an office open on Mondays in Tallahassee. But I just wanted to recap real quick.
Yeah.
So we got to prove who you are, birth certificate, social security card, okay? Where you live, driver's license, and a utility bill. Absent that, you can also use your homestead exemption where you pay your property taxes from EVA. You can get that from EVA. Your car registration, as long as those addresses all and names all match. Okay. Here's where people run into some problems. Okay. Say I'm a young lady and I got married. But my birth certificate still has my maiden name on it, okay? You need to get a copy of your marriage license from us there in Dadeville or Alexander City. If you were married in Tallapoosa County, your marriage license is where you were married at.
Okay, right.
So if you got married at the beach, you may have to call somebody down there at Gulf Shores. But if you got married in Tallapoosa County, you need a copy of that marriage license to show why your name is different on your birth certificate than it is on. So a lot of times females will run into problems because they changed their names when they got married, and they don't think to get that marriage license. So I got my social security card, I got my birth certificate, I got my driver's license, I got my utility bill, headed up to get my star ID, but the name on my driver's license doesn't match my name on my birth certificate.
So no star ID.
Right, no star ID. Got to have a marriage license if your name changed. Otherwise, say you were an adult and you were raised by your stepfather and you came into my office at 19 and you still had your birth dad's name, but you never had anything to do with him, so you wanted to take on your stepfather's name.
You run into that.
You changed your name. Well, you went and changed your name. You took that order I gave you to driver's license, to social security card. You got those things changed, but you didn't get your birth certificate changed, right? Your birth certificate's still going to have your old name on it. So then you got to come see me and get a copy of that order showing. So if there's a difference, all of those things that I just told you, it sounds simple, right? But people run into trouble. Sounds simple. Driver's license, utility bill, social security card, birth certificate, good to go. But all of those things have to match. All the names across all four of those documents have to be exactly the same. And if they're not exactly the same, you're going to run into problems. So one way, the two most common ways is if you change your name through marriage or through my office. And we can give you paperwork to take care of that. But that's it. You got those things. You go see, and there's a list online. I encourage you. There are alternatives to those things. If you're missing a social security card or birth certificate that you might actually already have, so you don't have to go get those things. Go to Aaliyah's website, Google Star ID documents, and it'll be the first thing on Google, and you can look at the full document list. But if I could sit here and read them all, it'll confuse people. I just want people to think about what they actually need. And
but
so
we got married in Jefferson County, in Birmingham.
So your marriage license will be in Jefferson County. You would need to get a copy of your marriage license from Jefferson County. Okay. You wouldn't, but Miss Ellen would if she changed her name.
Let me ask you this, because running into this occasionally, a guy or a young lady that's been in the military. Do most of them understand how important that DD 214 is?
Well, I don't know if they do or not, but that's what we use, and we're required periodically. I just want people to understand this. Sometimes, you get certain discounts and things with your car tags, particularly with disability and that kind of thing. We have to have disability letters from the military to do that discount, and we're audited on that. And so if we put it in the computer and the state says we need you to re-verify it, and you didn't know beforehand that you're going to have to re-verify it, so now you're going to have to make a second trip if you want the discount. We don't have any say-so over that. If you tell me you were in the military, that's good enough for me. I'm not going to investigate. But they require us to have documentation of that in order to issue that military tag, because there's certain discounts that come along with it. So the state requires it. I'm not trying to investigate anybody's military service. If you tell me you served, I believe it. That's fine. And if you didn't, that's on you. I ain't worried about it. But the state is worried about it. We use the DD 214s for certain things with car tags, but it also can be used in lieu of some of your document proof. That's just one thing I bring up. But there's one thing I wanted to bring up too that's been going on in our office. So I don't know if anybody's seen, I posted on Facebook a day or two ago, but I've gotten a bunch of calls about the Alexander City Schools attendance. Apparently they're doing a residency verification. So probably about a month or two ago, the superintendent came to me and said, hey, we want people to to be sworn in on these affidavits of their residency. And I told him, I'm not sure how that'll work, but that's not something that any judge in Alabama can do. And I told them that I would be glad to try to do that for them. So they sent out the forms a week or two ago. I haven't seen the forms, so I just wanted to clear up. I don't know what the Alexander City Schools are requiring. I haven't seen the documents, nor do I need to see them. However, we'll be glad to swear you in and certify those with a seal from our office if you want to. That's something we're trying to do for the school system. That's something they asked us to do, but we don't have any say over the documentation. All we are doing is saying is giving you an oath that this is a factual statement that you're making and sealing it, which we could do for any document if we wanted to. And so that's all we're doing. So, any questions should be directed to the Alexander City Schools. Should you like to call and make sure that I'm there to swear you, or my chief clerk, either one can do it, feel free to do so. Or just stop by if you're in Dadeville. We're not doing it at the Alex City Annex because I can't be at two places at one time. But we're happy to do that for the school system. The superintendent came to me and asked us to do it. So I told him, if this gets to be too big a burden, if this seems like it's going to be overwhelming, then we won't do it next year. They'll have to find another alternative. But we're happy to do that. It's just that we can't answer questions about the documents, what you need. All we're doing is swearing you to it and sealing it to show that it's authentic. And we're happy to do that for them if that's something they want to do.
Tal, it seems like I've heard you say since you sat down, so many things that you're talking about, we're having to protect ourselves against fraud.
Well,
mainly.
Well, that's an ever ongoing battle. I mean, with anything, the more and more we get outside of the bubble that we grew up in, the more and more the flatter the earth gets, right? The more, used to growing up, very few people in my generation had ever been out of state. If you go back far enough, very few people had been out of the county. If you go back further than that, very few people have been out of their town.
Wow.
So the earth is flatter today than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. I just got back from Rome. It cost me less than it would have cost me before. Plane flights have gotten more efficient and cheaper, and air travel has become more hectic, but we cram everybody in a tube and send them over there. And so but the world has gotten flatter, and there's certain benefits that brings. We're able to experience cultures and food and things and music and things that we would never have experienced 50 years ago, or our parents or grandparents or great-parents. However, that also means it's easier for the bad guys to experience us. Right?
They're looking for it.
That's a two-way street. Yeah. Your access to information and to experience, your access to information and experience and life is greater than it's ever been. However, your exposure to bad actors and bad people is equally as great as it's ever been.
Do you know of any scams going on right now?
The main thing, we haven't seen anything lately towards our office. The main thing is you get some of these, it's not really a scam. These people send letters in the mail that want you to get their land record. They'll charge you to get your land records for you. Just call us. We'll send you that for $1 copy. You don't have to pay somebody $75.
And if you get one for a bill for $4,100 for tolls that you got up in New Jersey,
I got some of those text messages.
Throw it in the trash, man.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, thank y'all. I know that was a lot. If you have any questions, people, just give us a call at the probate office. We'll be glad to point you in the right direction. If we can't help you, we'll do our best to help you.
You're doing a great job as probate judge of Tallapoosa County. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Coons Corner Deli, boy, do I have a menu for you right now. Of course, breakfast is being served right now at Coons Corner Deli, but they've added a little bit of a different day. Friday, fresh off the grill, Connecticut dog on a bun for $2.25, or 2 grilled sausages on a plate with sides. Also, grilled leg quarters. But for lunch day, fried catfish fillets, loaded potatoes, broccoli, cheese, and rice, green beans, fried okra, corn nuggets, mac and cheese, and peach cobbler. That's what's going on today at Coons Corner.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance now has the Cancer Answer. Our plans cover radiation and chemo treatments, surgery benefits, skin cancer. 30 specified diseases are covered. Our plan also has a return of premium benefit if not used. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Obituary is brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Miss Anita Yates Henderson will be tomorrow from 10 to 12 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To the family, and of course, we love that girl. She was a character. I would just rest in peace, Anita. And to other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA, and we'll be right back.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance is now offering medical insurance. We offer $5 million lifetime maximum per policy. You can customize a plan to fit your health care and budget needs. Use any doctor or hospital of your choice. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City. Caring Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dayville. Owner Brandy Weaver wants you to experience the Caring Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Caring Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, with 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs, with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Fried chicken, and wontons, and teriyaki glaze, and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad. Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation salad. Zaxby's.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Come back in here and join us. It's Beyond Home Care time. Of course, they've been in business for 8 years. Kirsten Robinson's been there for 7. Next week.
Next week,
Next week.
yes.
Congratulations.
My anniversary's next week.
You've been on the show before. You do an excellent job when Kelly cannot be here. And Kelly, good morning to you and the good Dr. John. But what got you involved in this kind of work to begin with? Tell folks first what Beyond Home Care is all about.
Oh, for sure.
So it will.
So we are a non-medical home care agency. So we specialize in day-to-day care.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that, we've got home health and stuff that comes in. They handle that side where the nurse comes in and so forth. We handle the side where we bridge gaps in the home. So if you're limited in your mobility, then we can help out with like housekeeping, or if it's just hard to get in and out of the shower safely, then we're there to help in those areas. We want to keep you independent, but keep you independent safely and in the comfort of your own home. So our whole goal is, if you want to stay at home, let's see what we can do to make that happen.
A lot of folks do.
And
You're
yes,
seeing
absolutely.
And as I'm 72, as I get older, it makes, I love my old house.
Yes.
I mean, it's 75 years old, but it's my house. It's where I've been there for 30, Ellen and I've been there for fixing to be 34 years this year, 33 years. But it's just, I try not to think about having to go anywhere else. And I'm sure you run into that a lot.
And here's the thing with us, you won't have to.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll get it. We'll make sure you don't have to.
Is this something you can talk about? If you can't, just tell me.
Okay,
It won't bother me one bit. You talked about safety in getting in and out of showers. That is a very easy part or easy place to fall, break, sprains, bruises.
Yes.
Is there anything we can do to help with those not falling?
Right.
Hold on to something.
Yes, definitely grab bars are a big thing.
Grab bars.
You want to have grab bars in place. You want to have a handheld shower. And the reason being is if you have a shower chair, then you can get everywhere you need to. So the handheld shower head, and then, of course, the shower chair itself, grips on the floor. And then
grips on the floor?
Yes. You need to have some texture.
Yeah.
We've actually had some people, some home health aides have actually shown us that if you don't have grips on the floor, you can even put a towel or something down like that, and it will help give you some just grip.
Yeah. Well,
and really and truly, it ends up being that if you're even in those situations, if you've got all that in place and you're still unsure, having a helping hand, you need to do that.
You know, I think about what you're saying. I've got a buddy of mine that was diabetic that lost his toe, his little toe years ago. And we was talking about he never had realized how much the little toe or even the big toe, the balance.
The balance part.
And I think about that as I'm gripping.
Right?
I think about that.
Yeah.
If I didn't have that big toe or little toe, what it would do to my balance.
And it's small things like that. And it could be even previous fall, then you're terrified. You know, so the fear of falling can cause a fall. So yes, we've got several people who
you
have
be overcautious.
Yes.
Because I'm kind of getting that way. I exercise daily. In a couple of days, 1 or 2 days a week, it's working out with Robert Reams and Jim Peace at the Total Fitness at Russell Medical, and it's on balance. And it's on balance.
Important.
There's so many things that we can do.
Yes.
I don't care what age you are to work on balance. Just little things.
Absolutely, and we've got. I'll say this: even at I'm 30. How old am I? I'm 31, I think. I think I'll be 32 this year. I'm pretty sure.
Who's counting, though?
I've lost count at this point. But I go to the gym on a regular basis, and the instructor that I have is even like, she's a physical therapist, or was a physical therapist at one point.
You were?
Still practice. No.
Okay,
my gym instructor.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
And she, she makes us do balancing techniques because it is so important. Because
are you surprised that your balance is getting off a little bit? You're a very young person.
Yes, even at my age, if you're not practicing, you're not balanced.
Yeah.
If you're not practicing and gaining that strength, but yeah, for sure, if you're doing for future, it's always great to go ahead and have some physical therapy involved, or movement in general. But yes, fall risk, it happens. I mean, falls happen, but having safety in the home is really important. Making sure, even like outside of the shower area, making sure like your rugs are tacked down to the floor. Everybody loves their big giant rugs on a hardwood floor. We do too. They're beautiful, but the corners start to roll up, and you want to make sure those are stuck to the floor.
Wow.
Your foot could get caught on it. If you're on a walker, even your walker can get caught on it.
These are little things.
It's little things you don't think about. Yeah, until it's happening. Or even the little small area rugs, they slide. If you don't have something on the bottom, they go. And I think anybody knows that if they've experienced it.
Can tell you how weird I am.
How weird?
I like a clean house. So when I'm cleaning our bathroom, and we got 3 rugs in there, I get them up and and fluff them and take them outside, check them out and all that, and clean them good. Well, but when I put them down, I've told my wife, don't walk on that because it puts your print in there and it doesn't like it's clean anymore. Is that weird?
That's like the people that like the lines in their carpet a certain way,
Me, I walk around that rug for a couple of days anyway.
Just to keep the new about, yeah.
But I think about everything that you're talking about. I think about because I've got a older brother, 83 years old, and his mobility is not good now, and he has to watch because you're in the business. You know that one fall, and all of a sudden you go downhill.
Yes, and our whole thing is if we ever hear somebody fall, we're like, oh my gosh, how's their hip? And I know people like to make comments about that, but like your hips, you don't realize how important they are, and you break a hip, and it's so major, especially at that age too. But yeah, we want to make sure that if we're falling, can we do it safely? Can we, and I say safely fall, that's a hard thing to accomplish, but if we can avoid it altogether, though, that's the best. Having safety mechanisms in the home, or just different things that we're recognizing and making sure we're not in slick surfaces and so forth.
Y'all can do as many hours as a person wants to a few hours as a person
Absolutely.
wants.
So we do as with 24 hours if need be, and we do that for. We've done that for several clients over the years, and that's a service we offer in itself. And then we can do as little as like 4 hours once a week if you need us to. Some people just like for us to come in, give them a break. Maybe they're a caregiver themselves to their husband or their wife. They'd like for us to come in while they go to the grocery store, and we just kind of take over until they get back.
Just the little things.
Just
sometimes.
the little things, yeah. Sometimes I know we have a lady right now. We just started with her husband a couple weeks ago, and I checked in with the caregiver yesterday to see how it was going, and she was like, "Oh, she's using those hours right there." I said, well, "Oh, okay, that's great." I'm thinking she's going out and about and doing things. She said, "I don't know, she's taking a nap," and I was like, "Even better."
Wow, yeah.
Because people don't realize as a family caregiver, if your spouse and you're taking care of your loved one, your husband or your wife, and so many things happen that put us in those situations. You've got to take care of you. And I know people say that like a broken record, but you don't realize it. And even when you're in it, it takes somebody saying, "Hey, please let me take this off of your plate so that you can rest." And sometimes that does look like us coming in to give you a chance to take a nap or go to the grocery store without having to worry, because in many situations we're dealing with clients that may have dementia or Alzheimer's, or they've just got limited mobility in certain ways, or in extreme cases they could be bedbound, and it's just impossible for their wife or their husbands to go out and do things, or even the children, the adult children, they're wrapped into it as well, and they're like, I gotta catch a break and I don't know what to do. So we get to step in and help relieve that some.
I'm thinking about what you're telling me. I don't like to consider myself a caregiver. My wife has stage 3 rectal cancer, so she's been going through the chemo. The weeks of chemo, it's rough.
Right.
I just look. I'm just there. We've been married for 49 years. I'm just there. I'm not really a real good caregiver. But so we take advantage of the weeks that every other week. So the week she's not taking chemo, that's when we catch up on the clean, or not the cleaning, but the clothes, washing and that type thing.
Right.
And sometimes I think it's good for her to be able to do something.
Absolutely.
Just to be doing a little bit of something.
Yes.
Moving.
Yes.
You know that as well as anybody. Just get up and move. Get out if you can. Take in some of this sunshine we're going to have this weekend.
Yes.
It's good for the soul. We'll be right back.
It is.
Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton. Good morning, family, or good afternoon, whenever you're hearing or listening to this. Let me tell you something about Porch Auto Sales. Let's just talk. I probably don't talk about their vehicles enough. They keep a good selection of cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. And if you don't see something on their lot that you kind of have in mind, talk to them about it. Say, this is what I'm looking for. They'll be looking for it. They'll surprise you at Forward Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Now, let me tell you what's going on at Playhouse Cinema right now. They are always changing up at Playhouse Cinema on Cherokee Road. And with three places you can go to, not at the same time. Minecraft, that's out right now. Drop, everyone's a suspect, and Drop. And also the King of Kings, a story told by Charles Dickens. Boy, he's been around for a while. Check it out today at Playhouse Cinema. I read all that right here. They've been there since 1978. Miss Robinson with us. Mrs. Robinson, you got a lovely daughter. Do you have any children?
I do. I have a 9-year-old who's soon to be 10, and I have a 3-year-old. My son and I, we're actually going to go watch the Minecraft movie on Friday.
But what's that about?
It's the video game Minecraft.
Really? Okay, so I'm not familiar.
They're doing a
movie out of it.
Yeah, you do this, you build stuff, and
really?
you like protect your little things that you build from little monsters and so forth. But they made like a live action. Yeah, the kids are excited. They're
good.
That's a big deal. Minecraft is.
Got good popcorn there too. I didn't even tell you.
Yeah.
I didn't tell y'all about that. As far as help, are y'all in good shape as far as employees right now? Because I like to ask that a lot of times. Because a lot of times people are looking.
They are. So we're always taking on new caregivers because week to week things change.
Sure.
So I could have somebody call me today and say, hey, I need to start a 24-hour case.
A 24 hour.
We would love that.
Yeah, sure.
To come on but if we have somebody that's calling and they need something, so we're going to start recruiting at that point. And we keep we call it a pipeline. So if you've ever applied with us and we don't have what you need currently, then we can, once that opens up, then we can pull you back in if you're still interested. And I know right now we're taking applications as we usually do, and we're taking on new clients as well. So if there's anyone that needs us to come out and help them out at home, we are definitely taking on new clients always.
Give the telephone.
Yes, 256-414-6090. Give us a call. We take on new clients regularly, and we have a couple of programs. We've got one that's new. It'll be coming out in July, I believe. It's geared towards dementia and Alzheimer respite care. That will be there'll be some help in covering services for that. But then we also have the VA program that we've talked about a few times, where the VA pays for our services for a veteran to have help at home.
Kelly went after that, didn't she?
Oh, she did.
Kelly
went
Adams
full force
just
after that.
never ceases to amaze me in growing beyond home care because it changes, and it's changed even in those 8 years that she's been there, and she's been in this business all her life. But it changes, and you have to change with that.
Oh yeah.
For your not just for your business, because you are a business, but also for your clients, because they change.
They do.
And the needs change.
They do. And she went after the VA program, I believe, for 3 years or so. I mean, just consistently.
She's a bulldog, and I mean that in a kind way.
But she knew that we have several veterans, especially we have veterans in Tallapoosa County.
We have a big
huge
veteran
pool in Tallapoosa County, and then we service surrounding areas as well. So there's even more so, and a lot of veterans don't realize this is a benefit of theirs. And some veterans didn't even enroll into their health benefits in the beginning, just because, for different reasons. But if you're worried that you're not even enrolled, I can even help from the very beginning process to get you enrolled.
And most time they need that help.
They
need that help.
And if you're ever curious, if you're a veteran and you're ever curious if you qualify or if you're eligible for the program, it's Community Cares Network, and I have a website I go on. I type in some information on the veteran, and it goes ahead and gives me a yes or a no on eligibility, and then from there we proceed to getting you approved.
Do they have to have the DD-214?
They do not have to have that. If they're in the system already, it's already recorded in their health benefits.
Oh, wow.
It's not a requirement. But if we're starting from the beginning, yes, we'd have to have. I believe they have to have that information in the initial application part,
just to make sure they are a veteran. Wow. Right. So the only reason I remember that DD-214 just dealing with folks over the years, and somehow it just has stuck in my head.
Yes.
I don't even know if I've ever seen a DD-214. I think I'd like to look at one because I've talked about one for many years.
I had to search for one and didn't know what it looked like.
Oh, really?
I did.
It just a piece of paper with your verification?
It is.
Basically what it is?
It's a form with a bunch of boxes about you, and then at the very top it says DD-214.
Is it already filled out, though?
Yes, it is. It already has everybody's information in it. You could always get a copy.
I'm sure you run into this with older people. When folks get older, there's so much it has to be filled out. They don't have a clue. I mean, it's overwhelming. Do you run into that?
Absolutely, we run into that. I've had, there's been a couple of cases when we first started out with the program itself where we did have to start from the very beginning. And it was overwhelming for them. Honestly, it was overwhelming for me because there's so much information to fill out. We've gotten better. So, over this time period, we've been doing this for about 1.5 years now. So now I know more to help you along the way. And if I don't, I've got a few other resources.
You can go to.
Yes, I've got a couple that we've talked with who help their veterans themselves, and they help other veterans do different paperwork. And if they can't, they send me to. We've got a network now. At least we know where to go if need be. Yes,
you have to.
You really do.
And when you have other folks that you can reach out to in communication, it makes your job easier. I mean, it doesn't altogether, but you got to have those other resources.
You do.
But I think about what Beyond Home Care has been about, will always be about. It's about you. It's about your family. It's about making that stay longer and healthier and happier.
Yes,
I mean, it's all there.
absolutely.
It's all there.
And we've seen plenty of people, no one likes to think about end of life.
I know.
We have seen several people through to the end of life. And it is a gift that we can give at that point.
It's a family you take on. I mean, it's part of your family then.
Oh, they do become part of our family too. But, in those last days, you don't want to have to worry about, personal care or this or that. You want to be with your loved ones. So we're there, hospice, we're there alongside hospice, more than likely. Hospice is taking care of them from a medical standpoint, and we're just making sure that everything else around them is being taken care of so they can just be there with their loved one.
How important is it for an older person, they should have already taken care of this 30 or 40 years ago, funeral arrangements? But it's something we don't like to talk about.
Right.
It's going to happen. Ain't none of us getting out of this world alive.
Right.
But it's going to happen. So go ahead, and I'm guilty. But go ahead and make those arrangements now. Thank you so much for coming out here. Kelly, to you and John, hope it's a great weekend for you. Beyond Home Care,
256-414-6090.
Oh, located on Cherokee Road here in Alexander City. We'll be right back. Doc's Cafe, I always get excited when we talk. Well, I get excited talking about food anytime, but it's Friday. Breakfast is being served at Doc's here in the mornings, but for lunchtime today, turkey pot roast or beef hand pies. You got to find out about that. Scalloped potatoes. Excuse me. Scalloped taters, turnip greens, buttered carrots, squash casserole, and your soup of the day is a gumbo. It's a chicken and sausage gumbo at Doc's Cafe right here at Russell Medical.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Integrated Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Joshua Michael Woods with us out here. He's been out here one time before, and man, and if he will, I'm gonna ask him. I mean, you ain't heard him today, but I'm gonna ask him to come back out here next month. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing better than I deserve.
I like that answer.
Life has been good to me.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Tell folks a little bit about what is life like for a 20-year-old like yourself?
I don't know how to describe it.
But you work.
Yeah. Yeah, I work full time. I do refrigeration, and it's pretty good work. I enjoy it, as much as you can.
It's a good trade.
Oh yeah.
When you say you do refrigeration, do you go repair refrigeration or?
So the company I work for, we sell, install, and service the equipment.
Who is that?
Dan Hart Refrigeration down in Opelika. Okay. And so I've been working with them for about 8 months now. And
why? Why'd you get into this?
I was.
I think I've asked you this before, but I want to know the answer.
Well, it's
again
kind of a fun answer. It's just the best thing I had going for me at the time.
Well,
it's pretty straightforward.
I like that answer though.
Yeah,
and that's a good answer because that's a trade, buddy. That's a trade that you can.
Oh yeah.
You get in there and really learn it. You're a young person, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years on down the road. You still in it. People are knocking on your door.
Yep. Yeah, my boss. We've been talking about this last year when he renewed his business license. He was talking to the lady, and she was telling him for every 30 companies that are renewing their license or getting a license, or wait, no, for every 10 that are doing that, 30 are going out of business or 30 are not renewing them. And so my boss thinks give it another 10, 20 years. And you can charge whatever you want, and people, they've got no choice but to pay it because they got to keep the beer cold,
Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go.
But
are you playing around a lot right now?
I'm trying to.
I know you're working, but you when I say that, are you singing? Or?
I'm trying to get as many gigs as I can, trying to get a band together, and trying to expand my set list and all that. I think the next time I'll be playing is I think it's. I'll have to pull it up, but I want to say it's May 18th.
When you say getting a band together, what's your ideal band? A bass, a rhythm, lead, drums, or you want a keyboard in there too, or
maybe a keyboard? Probably. I think if I could have exactly the band I wanted, it would be myself doing vocals and guitar, drummer of course, bass player, probably a steel guitar player.
Ooh, I left out steel. Oh, I left out too. Yeah. Very important country music.
Definitely.
Sounds.
Yeah, certainly. And that's the stuff I love.
When you add a steel and a fiddle, that puts a different twist, literally. We had two young ladies that came out here. one's from New Site, and they, when they don't play all the time, they have their day jobs, which they understand. Yep. I'll keep my day job, but we go grow this. Yeah. But it's two girls. Their harmony is beautiful together. One of them plays guitar, and she also just sings. But the other one adds a fiddle in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, and it just adds so much to a song. You're a musician. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the melodies,
especially country
add
music.
to it. Oh, especially country. Most recently, I was playing at there's a cowboy church or something on 280, I think in Waverly, and they had invited me to come up for a Sunday morning service, play some of my music, and we played together. And it was there's a fiddle player there. I think his name is Joel. He's a phenomenal player. I love listening to him. And so hearing my songs with a fiddle, I was like, I wrote that? It's like, what?
So tell me, he played a song, one of your songs that he had never heard.
Nope, he just kind of played over it. It was a pretty simple song, just 4 chords. But yeah, he would just, if it sounded right, he played it, and it sounded right.
What? Yeah. See, that's a musician.
Oh yeah.
That's a musician that has the ear. He can listen to you play, and then how they do that? That's just that God-given talent they're using.
Like that.
You have a God-given talent that you're using.
I sure hope so. I'm trying to use it too.
Yeah.
I've been toying around with the idea of moving to Nashville and seeing if I can get something going, because there's a lot of great opportunity around here, but it doesn't seem like enough opportunity unless I were to move somewhere to like Birmingham or into Montgomery.
Well, you go to Nashville, you're not going to be by yourself.
Not by myself.
But what I mean by that, you find out you never know who you're going to be singing or performing in front of. They say, I like that voice. I like his attitude. I like the way he holds himself. I think you have to do that. You have to do that for exposure.
I think
you can get some around here. But you gotta ask yourself, how serious do I want to take this? I want to just continue to have fun, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because that's what music should be about.
Yeah.
But then if you want to take it that next level, I think you have to make that decision to move. I'm not trying to run you off, but I'm just saying, you got several things going for you. Yeah. Two, cowboy hat. That's number one. Yeah. That's number one.
Oh yeah.
You have the looks, you have the voice, and you got that charisma about you, so
I can fake it.
Well, but it's not a fake. I know what you're telling me is not a fake, and the more you can be just yourself and nobody else. And I think you have the name, Joshua Michael. It's not just Joshua. You like to go by Joshua Michael Woods.
Yep.
The bull of the woods, right here. We got him right here. So when do you know when it's time to make that decision to pull the string and make that move?
Well, I think I'd like to. If I do decide to do it, I'd like to do it sometime this year or next year. I've got a friend who recently relocated up to Nashville, D. White. I mentioned him last time I was on, and he's a great musician. Been on the Opry at least once. I want to say twice, but I know at least once.
What did he tell you? What did he tell you about that?
The Opry?
Yeah. What do you?
I've not gotten to talk to him a whole lot about it yet. But the cool thing is he really appreciates me and my music, and he's invited me to go up there, free of charge, hang out with him for a week or two.
Wow.
And he'll show me around, let me meet the good people. And
there's your open door.
Yeah, his most recent album that he's going to be releasing, I think in June, Tony Brown produced it.
Tony Brown, boy, he's a heck of a. In fact, he's one of the going into the.
I think it was the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Country Music Hall of Fame just this year as a producer.
Yeah, with I think
he played keyboard for Elvis.
I'd heard that.
When.
Yeah.
Really a cool guy. So,
yeah.
boy,
So I hope
So he did his record.
Yep.
Tony Brown.
Tony Brown produced D. White's new record. It's called Heart Talking. And
Man,
I love the songs
huge.
on it. Yeah.
There's your opening right there. So there's your.
So I've got a great opportunity to go check it out, feel it out, and then see if it's something I want to do. And if something just feels right about it, then hopefully this time next year I'll be in Nashville.
Let me tell you what you're doing, and we talk about this a lot on this show, is shadowing. Whether you're going to nursing or music, no matter what it is, go try it for a while.
Yeah.
You may get up there and say, hey, I just want to have fun with it. This is not what I was looking for, but all of a sudden you say, man, this is it. This is what I want to go after. And if you're still young, you go after it and you're successful, great. You go after it and you don't make it, you've tried it and you say,
Yeah.
okay, 10, 20 years from now, I'm not going to look back and say, man, I wish I had done that. You did it.
Yeah, because that's one of my biggest fears in life is, turning 60 and realizing I never went after my dreams. Because these aren't just dreams. I feel like it's my calling by God. And
I agree with you 100%.
There's a little bit of a weight on my shoulders that I almost feel like I would be neglecting or not taking advantage, but misusing the gift that God gave me. And so that kind of whips me into shape when I'm feeling a little lazy. Yeah. And so I hope to do something with it. And I mean, you've seen countless musicians come and go in your lifetime, and I understand it's one of those things where like only the top 1% or 0.1% really make it.
You're right.
So it's one of those things of it's extremely competitive. And so my philosophy on it is I try to work like it depends on me and pray like it depends on God. And hopefully we'll meet somewhere in the middle.
That's pretty good.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you all the luck in the world. And I think talking to the man upstairs and trying to say, help me out here.
Yeah.
What should I do? Because it's a big commitment. I mean,
Certainly.
it is. Yeah. It is a commitment. It's something that you're gonna try and you're gonna fail. You're gonna try and fail, and you're gonna try, and all of a sudden you're not failing anymore.
Yeah.
So I think you have to be prepared.
I think so too.
For that.
It's a 10-year overnight success.
He said it. We'll be right back. Mitchell House is located in Dadeville, Alabama. The Mitchell House has been there since 1835. Vivian Autry has not. Vivian Autry loves what she does. I don't care what it's getting into, but let's just talk events right now. Not wedding. I'm just talking about an event. If you want to have an event at Mitchell House Events, of Mitchell House, get in touch with her at mitchellhouseevents.com today.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now, let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Joshua Michael Woods with us out here, a young man that's trying to make his mind up. What do I do? Do I go to Nashville or do I not? Do I pursue my career or do I not? Well, hopefully by the next time you come out here, maybe you say, well, Kenny, I'd love to, but I'm in Nashville right now. And I'm going to say congratulations, because you're always going to be welcome out here on the front porch.
Fair enough, yeah.
You got your guitar over there.
Yes, sir,
You didn't just bring it just for us to look at.
It is kind of pretty.
You want to grab it and...
Sure.
What do you want to sing? Is this one you... Show it off. Is this one that you've written? Is this a cover or whatever you want to do?
Well, this will be another one that I've written.
Okay.
It's called Forevermore.
Forevermore, okay.
And as the name states,
Write it by yourself.
Something about forevermore. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At the present moment, everything I've written has just been solo.
Okay.
I've not yet tried to write with somebody else.
Good deal.
Well, in the mountains of my mind, past the cities there is gold, shining brighter than the lights. That line is cold roads, where the darkness of the forest is hidden by the fire you hold. There I'll be yours forevermore. Forevermore, that's all I can say. I can't predict the future, but I can promise you today that I'll love you as long as I'm breathing, and even when I'm sleeping, my mind rests on you. I'm telling the truth. And there I'll be yours forevermore. Like an evergreen, you stand by me through the winters and the lows. And when I'm in need, you bleed for me. Risk never growing old. In the darkest reaches of my mind, you shine your light and keep me from the cold. And there I'll be yours forevermore. I can't predict the future, but I can promise you today that I'll love you as long as I'm breathing, and even when I'm sleeping, my mind rests on you. I'm telling the truth. There I'll be yours forevermore.
Wow, pretty song. Well written, well played,
Thank
well
you.
sang.
Yeah.
What inspired you to do that song? That's a neat song.
That song in particular, I think that song I'd written not too long after I had gotten ghosted for the first time, which in my generation is a terminology for whenever, let's say, somebody sets up a date, or you're talking to somebody, starting to date somebody, and they just lose all communication, they block you on all social media, and they just disappear. They ghost you.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, and so
Wow.
I got ghosted for the first time in late 2023, I think it was. And so that was a little rough, you know. It's like, well, did I do something wrong? What happened? Was it them, me? Who knows? So I wrote that, mixed with the fact that, like I said last time, my parents were pretty rocky around that time. I
Right.
was doing a little daydreaming and thinking about, okay, what is ideal? You know, what is permanence? What is forevermore?
Wow.
And so I wrote that song.
Pretty deep
Forevermore.
song, too.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
And the thing
But
I
it's-
love
it's-
about that song is that it can be a song about romantic love with your partner, or it can be a Christian song, because the story is the same. There I'll be yours forevermore. And you know, even when I'm sleeping, my mind rests on you. Are you talking about God or your partner? It could be either one.
When you first started out, I thought it was a religious song.
Yeah,
But the
that's cool.
more you got into it,
Yeah.
I didn't look at it as a religious song. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I think great songs like that, depending on how you look at them, can mean different things.
Ooh, I could hear a fiddle in that.
Oh, yeah.
A steel guitar in that. Golly, that would.
Yeah.
You've got a great voice. You've got great
Thank you.
range. But then if you have some filler with a fiddle and a steel guitar.
Yeah.
Man,
that song is going to make people cry.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? A song that does that's a song that's going to make you some money.
I hope so.
I mean, you know.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
mean, I love music for the artistic aspect, and it's the thing about music in me is it's the only thing that really, you know, makes me happy in this world. I love a lot of things, you know, and there's a lot of joy to be had, and who doesn't love going too fast down country roads listening to Bo Cephas?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the two things that have really gotten me through the hardest times is Jesus and music.
Wow.
And so it's like music is the only thing I want to be doing here until Jesus calls me home. And so it's what I like to do.
Country boy can't survive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, I think about that. I think about that song and the meaning of that song, and I could tell that was really written, you know, from your heart too. And another thing, we're talking about making money. If you get into this only for the money, you're getting into it for the wrong thing.
I think so too.
I think if you do that with any job, if you get into it for the money, we have to make a living. I understand that
certainly.
part. But if you get into it for the money, you got to get into it for the love.
I think so. I think the money ought to be a byproduct of
The money,
love for
if
it.
the money comes, great. If it doesn't, you still did what you
Yeah,
love.
I still wrote Forevermore. That's
Yeah,
enough for me.
Exactly right.
That's one of those songs that I've written that I look at it in third person. I'm like, what? I wrote that? And I love that
Makes
song
you proud,
so much.
doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorite songs. I think one of my best. I want to say I wrote that in 2024 or 2023, something like that.
Well, you're such a young person. You're talking about wrote it back when. That was only like last year.
Back in the olden days.
Back in the old days when I was back in 1924.
Back on the old Chisholm Trail.
But really, to be able to write a song like that, that song would go back to the old days. That song goes out to the future.
Yep.
You know, too. So
Yeah.
So-
I love music like that. That you can't exactly tell when it was written. Was it written in the 20s or 30s by Jimmy Rogers, or was it written, by someone newer like Cody Jinks? Who knows?
Yeah. I'm a big Jimmy Rogers fan.
Yeah.
The yodeler.
Really? What's your favorite song of his?
Anything. He was so simple. He was so simple, and just picked at a guitar.
Yep.
But his yodeling. I mean, I'm a big yodeling fan.
It's like the epitome of three chords and the truth.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. But he just he was, when you heard Jimmy Rogers sing, Jimmie, when you heard him sing, it's like nobody else you've ever heard.
Yeah.
And he died
So
at a very
unique.
young age with emphysema.
Really?
You did that way back when. That was in probably the 30s.
I think so.
30s.
Yeah.
Folks, I hate to wrap up today's show, but we going to take us a break and come back and wrap it up. Chick-fil-A. Let's talk about catering. I know we do that a lot of time with Chick-fil-A, but Chick-fil-A, let's just say you have an event coming up that you need to bring the food. Well, go by Chick-fil-A, tell them how many folks you got, tell them kind of what you need, and they're going to do the rest for you. And fruit, I never bring up fruit enough. They have a great selection of fruit trays at Chick-fil-A, Highway 280 in Alex City.
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Hi, my name's Mac Alexander. This is my wife, Carolyn Alexander. And the reason we love our church, it's just an awesome family of believers in Jesus Christ. And our church genuinely has a heart for souls and community.
And we love our Sunday school class. It's a wonderful group of people. And we pray for each other in the good times and in the hard times.
Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks. dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number. Well, let's wrap up another show, another Friday show that was pre-recorded on Thursday with Joshua Michael. Do you ever think about just going with Joshua Michael and dropping the wood?
I've considered it. The biggest hurdle nowadays when finding a name is getting the social media and the domains. For the domains, I own JoshuaMichaelWoods.com, and my mom owns JMWoods.com. She got that way back in the day.
Really?
And also for social media, it's just Joshua Michael Woods. There's no periods or underscores or anything that could confuse it. So I think it's kind of working within the limitations of stuff nowadays. It's kind of what I found,
You and I were just talking about, using social media, but also getting up there in Nashville.
Yeah.
I look forward to your answer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Good to see you again.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Folks, thank y'all for being with us today. Y'all have a great weekend. It'll be a beautiful weekend. We'll see you back out here Monday. Ryan?